There are two words in this week's Torah portion of Acharei that are amongst the most important words in the entire Torah. It's a commandment that overrides most every other commandment. And you're going to be shocked to hear what it is in two words. In our Torah portion, we are told, you should observe my laws and my statutes, v'chai bahem. Those are the two words, v'chai bahem. You shall live by them. You shall observe my commands, you shall live by them. Sages in the Talmud say this is telling us a very important principle. In observing the mitzvot of the Torah, precedence is given to life itself. If you're sick on Yom Kippur, you eat. And if the doctor says you have to eat something non-kosher, you eat that. It makes no difference. V'chai bahem. You have to live and not die. To the point the Talmud tells us it's forbidden to delay such a violation of the Shabbos, for example, for the sake of a person who's dangerously ill. I'll call an ambulance after Shabbos. No. V'chai bahem. You shall live by them and you shall not die. There's a very well-known story about Reb Chaim Soloveitchik when his grandson, Reb Yosef Dov Soloveitchik, was an infant. He became gravely ill, and the doctor came to examine him on Shabbos. And during the examination, Reb Chaim asked the doctor if he needed more light. The doctor, neither accepting or dismissing Reb Chaim's offer, replied, no. Immediately, Reb Chaim instructed the family member who was sitting closest to the fire to tend to the fire to provide for the doctor's light. The family member, however, was deterred by the doctor's no, and didn't immediately comply with Reb Chaim's directive. And then Reb Chaim said to him, du bist an Amoritz, du bist an Apikoris. You are a heretic, an ignoramus. The saving of life overrides the commandments of the Torah. As we are told by the Rambam and phrased again by Rabbi Soloveitchik, this law is the watchword of Judaism. Desecrate one Shabbos that you may keep many Shabbosim. And we are told by the Rambam, if someone is very sick, if you go to consult someone about him while he's lying there and should be in the hospital, if that man dies, you're considered a murderer. With this emphasis on life, I confront you with a question that others have asked and that has bothered me. How did you explain that during these 2 years of the pandemic that we lived through, most every frum community throughout the world, Borough Park, Muncie, Golders Green, Antwerp, B'nai Brak, you name it, they had the highest rates of coronavirus. I read to you from an article, it's now 6 months old. Borough Park, with the lowest vaccination rate in the city, saw the most COVID-19 infections in the 5 boroughs this past week. People didn't get vaccinated. People didn't even wear masks. Here in Baltimore, where the rabbis were very, very open and strict in their pronouncements, who listened? You go to the Giant or Walmart or Home Depot, and most everyone was wearing a mask, but not in 7 Mile Market. How do you explain it? Jewish law on medical issues say you should trust your doctor. You're not even to ask your rabbi. 2 weeks ago, Reb Chaim Kanievsky passed away. He was considered by all the leading Torah halachic rabbis of our day as the Gadol Hador, the giant of the generation. When he was asked by his followers if they have to follow the government when it insisted on wearing masks, he responded, "Why are you saying the government obligates you? Say the Mishnah Berurah tells us that at a time when there is a plague, even when it's not in full force, you must wear a mask." I can't explain why so many of his followers didn't follow. But I can tell you, v'chai bahem, you have to do whatever is necessary to stay well, to live, be well, and take care. Shabbat Shalom.